Hello and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're going to be reacting to last night's IBF Super Lightweight Championship of the World fight between Subriel Matias and Liam Paro. It took place in Puerto Rico. Obviously a homecoming for Matias, and it obviously didn't go to plan for himself. I'll hold my hands up. I got it badly wrong myself. We win some, we lose some in these instances. But wow, Liam Paro, what a performance. Deserves his own homecoming of rights. For his first defense of his IBF belt coming in Queensland. Hopefully they can get a big stadium show. I know his promoter, I believe, works with, Sky Nicholson, Jaya Pattaya, a lot of the other big Aussie fighters. But very perplexing performance by Matias last night. I watched the ring walk and I saw how much he was soaking it up. And, sometimes it's great for a fighter to be in that, frame of mind and doing it and so on and so forth. But I think the occasion actually overawed Matias last night. I think he kind of lost concentration. He kind of realized that, there were 10,000 people in that arena that was completely sold out cheering for him, and they were here directly to watch him. I know the commentators on DAZN were kind of playing off, Subriel Matias, gives away the first few rounds. He's a slow starter. Basically setting us up for the fact that he is going to chin Liam Paro at some point. And the midway point of the fight, obviously Paro had won most of the rounds, and I think Matias stung him a little bit. I think it might have been in the 6th round or so. And then, we're all probably expecting the tide to turn and so on and so forth. But Paro just stuck to his plan, overwhelmed Matias with volume, was the much better fighter in there last night. And completely deserved the win. Didn't get overawed. Every punch that Matias was throwing and landing was met by 10,000 roars. But, Liam Paro stuck to the game plan. And, what a fantastic win. Absolutely delighted for him. Into the lion's den. Nobody gave him a shot at winning last night, really. Yes, there were a few people out there who thought Liam Paro could do it. But, the overwhelming majority, myself included, thought Subriel Matias would probably stop Paro. So, again, another shock in the world of boxing. They seem to be throwing us up quite a few as of late. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what's next for both men now. Subriel Matias drops his 2nd defeat. But, that was a very, very strange performance from him. All the talking, FaceTiming with Regis Prograis during the week and all the rest of it. And then just literally under the lights just didn't perform, didn't do anything, probably the game plan that he worked on, didn't get his punches off, didn't really put a massive dent in Paro at any point. So, I'd like to still see Subriel Matias and Regis Prograis. I do like that fight still, but I do feel that Prograis will be pushing for, obviously, the Liam Paro fight now. A certain Jack Cadrell, I believe, him and his manager, Sam Jones, will be pushing for the Liam Paro fight as well. It's quite a unique situation we've got now because Subriel Matias, nobody really wanted to mention his name. But Liam Paro, everybody will be wanting to mention his name. So that IBF belt just throws another spanner in the works, really, in the 140-pound division. Obviously, Paro could probably look at unifications if he wants to. Teofimo's fighting, I believe, at the end of this month. Haney's fighting Sandor Martin, isn't he? So yeah, he's got good options. He's got very, very good options, and he deserves to headline a show in Australia. He's been on the road his last couple, and what a performance. That was a cauldron in there last night. The atmosphere was absolutely insane in Puerto Rico. Eddie Hearn and DAZN put on a great show there. But I think Subriel Matias just got overawed. I think the occasion got to him, and he'll wake up this morning and he'll look back at what happened. I think he'll be absolutely gutted. He'll just want the time back and want to do it again. I don't really see there being a rematch. I don't know. But looks like Jack Cadrell's going to be fighting Barbosa on the Manchester card. So it'll be interesting to see where Paro does go. The Prograis fight probably does make sense, in all fairness. But let me know in the comments, guys, what you think's next for both Subriel Matias and Liam Paro after a big shock last night in Puerto Rico. Your new IBF Super Lightweight Champion of the World from Australia is Liam Paro.